Hey everyone, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to coming today for this Networking Friday. Today it's an honor for University of Costa because we are here to represent the Colombia region and the Amazon countries for the first times in this networking. Today we have to organize the presentation to share with everyone our goals, challenges, and projects to help the SDGs 7, 11, and the 14. Today, we have the opportunity to share our experience from Colombia with support with two of our researchers from the Civil and Environmental Department and the Engineer Department. Today, our presentation have two blocks with these amazing researchers. The first one, it's Ana Lucia Duarte. She's she has a BSE in environmental engineer and master's degree in the sustainable development. Her most recent publication is Chemical and Nanomineralogy Studies for Determining the Potential Use of Legal Colombia Gold Mine Schedule Experience Advisors. So Anna, enjoy your time. We have 20 minutes to share our experience with our center networking. Thanks to accept our invitation. And everyone, don't forget, if you have any question to ask for Anna or for Alex after the next presentation, you can write your ask here. If you're in the key AM, not use the chat, use the another icon here. It's a key EA, and we have a remote interpretation for Spanish, Portuguese, and another language. You just need to choose our preferred language here. So Anna, this time is for you. Thanks for coming.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to our presentation. My name is Ana Lucia Duarte. As my partner Marcos said, I'm professor at Universidad de la Costa, and for me it's such an honor to be representing my university here. So first of all, I'm going to give you an overview about our university, and to mention that of the mission of training integral citizens with the principle of freedom of thought. Also, for Universidad Costa is to be regarded as a high quality institute of superior education. We are located in Colombia, in the city of Barranquilla. So here in the map, where you can find us, and also this is all the information about our university, just in case you want to contact us. Well, for the active programs of our offer, we have in total 73 programs, 6 for doctoral degree, 8 master degree, 25 for 24 for undergraduate programs. Focusing on our doctoral degrees, we have this kind of information that it is information and communication technologies, sustainable development, education, innovation, energy engineering, and applied cognitive neuroscience. So those are the doctoral degrees that actually our university is offering. And this is the students population that we already have for graduate, undergraduate students, and postgraduate students. And we have a student to highlight Margarita Cabello, who is Procurator of our nation. And for postgraduate students, we have Juan Francisco Herrera, who is the ex-governor of San Andres Island, and he's actually doing the doctoral degree in our university, focusing in this problem of the island. For the international rankings, Universidad de la Costa has been ranked in the 95th place by the World University Ranking 2020, and as well ranking impact 2020 for the Sustainable Development Goals in the 7th place at national level. Also, we have the Green Metric classification, university rankings in Latin America, and Sustainable Development Goals. So the baseline of the university focusing in research, we want to contribute to information for Sustainable Development Goals. So our projects, we have that plus that want to find responses for the Sustainable Development Goals. So now I'm going to talk about Civil and Environmental Department, where I am professor, and the projects that we are working on for Sustainable Development Goals, especially 11 and 14. For Sustainable Development Goal 11, that is Sustainable Cities and Communities, we have researched this number of projects that we've been working on, being 2018, the 23 projects that we work, and because of the pandemic, we've been doing some extra work to continue with this investigation where 4 national institutions and 4 international institutions has participated with us. Those are some examples of the projects that we've been working. We find the evaluation of air quality in the city of Barranquilla, design of an urban quality of life indicator for the city of Barranquilla, and as well we have research projects for the use of demolition waste from the Laureano Gomez Bridge. We have some highlighted projects that Civil and Environmental Department work in alliance with the government and another universities in our department, that is Atlántico, and some other departments. For this case, it was the application of engineering techniques that increase the resilience of agroecosystem to climate variability in the Department of Sucre. It was in alliance with our nation, science minister, and Universidad de Sucre, as well as Universidad de la Costa. The main target was increase the resilience to climate variability of priority crops in the Department of Sucre with a total investment around $4 million. So why we focus on this project? Because if we guarantee that these priority crops can be resilient to the climate change, it will be impact directly to urban areas who depend for the food supply of the rural areas, as well as the farming can keep continuing with their work in the farms. Air quality, which has been highlighted investigation globally and as well for a university, we have work in Brazil and some other areas in Colombia. Those are an example of work that we realize in Brazil, in the city of Porto Alegre. We have the railway system air pollution, the playgrounds air pollution, air quality, atmosphere, and health. So why Universidad de la Costa focused on air quality? Because we know that it is directly related to health, public health. So knowing the behavior of these environmental pollutants, we can understand how they behave in our environment and how meteorological parameters can influence on them. And with this information, we can regulate and make some management plan to control some critical episodes of air pollution. For Colombia, we've been working in alliance with another universities as well in diverse cities as Medellin, Bogotá, Manizales, and of course, Barranquilla. For Medellin, we work on the effects of air pollution in playgrounds. In Bogotá, we work for air quality, physicochemical characterization, and sources of PM10. And Manizales, we work in air quality and influence from natural sources. In Barranquilla, we work for the air quality, physical-chemical characterization, and sources of PM. And the last one was indoor and outdoor air quality in a school using sensors purple air. The case of Barranquilla, the city didn't have any information for air quality, so Universidad de la Costa has been working really hard to compile that information, and we actually have some scientific articles published where we evidence our findings in the city related to air quality, spatio-temporal variations, and physical-chemical characterization and sources for particular matter. This is another highlighted project that the Costa creates with the ARCAL project. This study will provide detailed information on the contributions of PM 2.5 sources, both local and external sources. This project, it is developed in the area of Valle del Aburrá, that is Antioquia department. And for cultural heritage, researchers carry out against the challenges of climate change, air quality, and the conservation of World Heritage Site by UNESCO. And we've been working in more than 10 countries. We know in the case of air quality that air pollutants can deposit in the surface by the wet and dry deposition. So those investigations were focusing on how this air pollution can destroy and can affect this world heritage. So some studies were realized in Wallet City of Cartagena, Colombia, Alhambra Monumental Complex in Spain. We got as well the São Luís de Maranhão, Brazil, Machu Picchu, Peru. And our first result with the Alliance in Air Century was a beautiful work in Sao Paulo public market. In the end of this presentation, you can find the list of our publication just in case you want to check it out. For performance and health, different construction systems, we got the fire safety laboratory, the reaction and resistance. For this investigation, we have to find partners with big ovens to simulate the real fire. Why we do that? Because during and after the fire, the layers change. So if we know the behavior of this, we can contribute to better construction systems that guarantee that we can work and live without danger. So here we have the white sample and a sample after the test. This investigation was realized in alliance with another universities as well. And for the Sustainable Development Goal 14, that is submarine life, it has been a beautiful work for our department. We got this total of 5 years where 6 national institutions and 4 international institutions have been working with us. Some example of these projects is some alternative materials on beaches to minimize vulnerabilities and coastal risks, control of reforestation in coastal dune systems, resilient cities, minimizing vulnerabilities to extreme weather events, among others. I'm going to highlight some of the projects for these sustainable development goals that we working on in our department. We got the case of study collecting in this volume preview an important information on a sample of recent responses of the challenges by the acceleration of social and environmental change through the Latin American coastline. It was a beautiful work that include management, risk, and better practices for the Latin American coastline, and it was a work between Colombia, Brazil, France, and Cuba. We participate as well in the Cátedra del Mar. It is a program for the Colombian Antarctic, where some of our professors travel to the Antarctic and work together with another countries that are investigating in this place. And as well, we got the scientific expedition for Sea of Flower, where our investigators went there and working of the behavior of the coral reef among the challenges of the climate change. This is another highlighted project for our civil environmental department. It is the construction of an indicator of ecosystem environmental quality in the tourist beaches of the Colombian North Caribbean. We know that Colombia is very famous because of the beaches, because of the coastal cities. And the idea of this project was to construct an environmental quality existing indicator for these tourist beaches to guarantee that can be sustainable for the local people who depend on this activity, but also for the environment that can control these visitors of people in these beaches. It was a work between Universidad de La Guajira, Universidad de la Costa, Ibero-American Red, and Conciencias. Also, we have the cultural practices and environmental certification of beaches, a contribution to sustainable development of island states, where we work on the method for landscape assessment and coastal planning and beach management. We know that it's very important to work on coastal planning because most of the countries didn't have this kind of information. So to have resilient cities to these changes in our environment, all this information is very good for them. So here are some of the publications we have in this theme, which include climate change and spatial justice in coastal planning, community-based tourism and rural tourism in developing nations, human interventions as anthropogenic perturbation on the Caribbean coast, among others. It is a work between Universidade do Pará, Universidad del Oriente, Cuba, and Universidad de la Costa in Colombia. And those are another works that we've been working with the Naval School in Colombia that has to main target to have forces to investigate the sea and the oceans. The scientists involved in this investigation are oceanologists in marine and coastal geology, and we want to collect very precious information to contribute to the Sustainable Goal 14. As well, in order to contribute to society, Universidad de la Costa is working the Archipelago Foundation, which has created this work in response to the crisis generated by the COVID-19. So this is for the well-being of San Andres, Providencia, and Santa Catalina Island. And the project for extension, it is called Scientific Child Project. This was a beautiful work where our scientists for Universidad de la Costa went to a school to encourage curiosity of the children and recognition of the researchers. What was this work? We want to communicate to children what the university is working on in science and to encourage them to investigate as well with the materials they have in the schools. So our scientists socialize the scientific knowledge produced by the department and develop 3 virtual learning objects. So the main purpose of this project was to open the University of the Coast towards children and young people to recognize their capacity as managers of creative and innovative ideas. So we got here that these contribute to the Sustainable Development Goal 4.7, and this is some beautiful pictures that the activities we realize with them. And this is the main event for a university that is called Vision. This is the version for year 2021. And it will be the first Caribbean regional meeting in October 8th in Colombia. So for us, it will be such an honor if you can assist to this important event, and especially because it's going to be our first Caribbean regional meeting in the alliance with Earth Century. So thank you so much for you to be here listening about our university. And now I'm going to give you with my partner of the energy department, Alexis. Thank you so much.
Wow, thanks so much, Anya. That sounds very interesting. So many projects co-create with the society, the government, and other universities in different countries. That's one of the best cases to help the Agenda 2030 in local and international activities. And thanks to share this invitation for the vision on October 8th. That will be a good place to share the experience, to describe possible new projects for next years and the next 10 years to help the SDGs challenge. Thanks so much. And now I would like to remember everyone, if you have any question for Anna or after the presentation of Alex, you can write your asks here in QA, not in the chat, in the other icon, and we will open the access end to share the experience in the end. So I would like to invite the Alex Sagastume. It's a mechanical engineer with a master's degree in engineering efficient and PhD in technical science. He has extensive research and teaching experience in the field of energy management, thermodynamics, and clean production, life cycle analysis, and among others. Alex published approximately 20 scientific articles, and he has the 8 index 13 by Scopus. So Alex, thanks to accept our invitation for today. Enjoy your time and thanks so much again.
Thank you for the presentation, Marcos. As Marcos said, I am professor of the energy department, and I mainly work on energy related areas and on cleaner production also. The Department of Energy is one of the engineering departments of our university, and we host the programs of electrical and mechanical engineering. Next, Anna, please. Our stakeholder maps includes collaboration in Europe, Latin America, and certainly in Colombia. In Europe, we have a collaboration with universities and research centers in Sweden, Belgium, Germany, and Spain mostly. In Latin America, we have also collaboration with universities in Cuba, Mexico, and Brazil, and with different universities in Colombia. Our department, next Ana, our department focused the research on contributing to the Sustainable Development Goals, as it is the main research line of the university. Particularly, we focus on Sustainable Development Goal number 7, access to affordable and clean energy. And the department work on research to ensure universal access to affordable, reliable, and modern energy services, increase sustainability to increase substantially the share of renewable energy in the energy mix, increase the rate of energy efficiency improvement in different sectors, and to enhance international cooperation to facilitate access to clean energy research and technology. Through the last years, the department have developed different projects with internal and external funding, varying from 12 to some $500,000 per year. The main projects that developed, next slide, Anna, include the assessment and comparison of energy potential for non-conventional energy sources in Colombia and other countries. Non-conventional energy sources include technologies for solar, wind, biomass, and small-scale hydroelectric plants. In this project, the next slide, Anna. In this project, we basically assess the energy potential from renewable sources in Colombia and different regions of the country. And also we do assessments in other countries in order to compare the performance of Colombia in the implementation of renewable energies. We are also working on a project to develop a device for the real-time direct measurement of the efficiency of induction motors under industrial operating conditions. In this case, the project focuses on designing and constructing a device to monitor in real time the energy efficiency of industrial motors, electric motors. This parameter is currently too costly to be measured, so it is hardly monitored in industry, and this project aims to address this significant issue. We are also working on the assessment of the energy potential of biogas from livestock and agricultural waste in the Atlantic department. This project aims to identify the biogas-based energy potential from agricultural waste and livestock manure in the department. The project is funded by the German government and involves two specialized companies that develop technology for biogas production. These companies have provided a sophisticated laboratory to develop the experimental work during this project. We also have a project that works on the energy efficiency assessment and improvement in the battery manufacturing industry. In this project, both the electricity and the natural gas consumption required for battery manufacturing was assessed, and different strategies to improve the energy consumption were implemented in a battery manufacturing plant. We also have been working more recently in the energy efficiency improvement in the building sector of Barranquilla, buildings from different sectors to assess the energy efficiency of buildings from different sectors, education, etc. More recently, we developed some experimental work in an educational building to assess the energy efficiency in this type of structure. Our most successful projects so far, next slide, Anna, includes the energy efficiency assessment and improvement in the battery manufacturing industry. We developed this project around 4 years in total, with a funding of $128,000. We developed energy management methodologies for the different sections of battery manufacturing, mostly for the electricity consumption, but we also assessed the natural gas consumption to produce heat in different processes of the manufacturing chain. As a result, we obtained high quality international papers, a master thesis, undergraduate thesis, and some technical reports. Next slide, Anna. These are a sample of the papers we published in high quality journals. There is you can check it online if you like. We also worked on the assessment and comparison. Next slide, Anna. On the assessment and comparison of the energy potential of non-conventional energy sources in Colombia and other countries, with a funding of $180,000 in the last years. Here we also published some high quality research papers, master thesis and undergraduate thesis with some technical reports. In here we developed the assessment of energy potential in Colombia and outside of Colombia also, and in some regions of Colombia. Next slide, Anna. Here you have some examples of the papers we developed based on the research on this project. Next. Okay, and these are the highlights of our department. If you have any question.
Hey, Alex, thanks so much. Did you finish?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, thanks so much. Alex, we have a couple of questions from our assistant for Ana and you. You'd like to do in the order. The first one is to Ana. Ana, we have a question from Brazil. It's from Carlos. Thanks for your presentation. Really interesting, all these projects related all the coastal protections. Do you have any information that could help us to replace it in Brazil? Any data, methodology, best practice, models, or trips?
Okay, thank you so much for your words, Carlos. And yeah, we have information. We have enough projects working in these coastal zones. We can try to contact you and to make an agreement with our institution, and that way you can know our researchers that are working in this field, and they can orient or give you some orientation about this theme.
Thanks, Ana. Inclusive, Carlos, we have whole interested to do a collaboration with Brazil. We have a couple of our university working from 10 years with us in north, central, and south of Brazil. It's very possible, inclusive. We have our emails here. Jose Moutinho from Air Center could share our contact with you, your university, or your stakeholders, and that will be a pleasure for us to share the experience, make a new project, and improve the high quality from our society. Anna, do you have another one that's special innovation? Do you have any innovation structures or ideas during and after the COVID-19 for decarbonation and acidification of the ocean, please? That's question. It's words from the Lebal.
Okay, we already have a project that we are working on, especially in this field of the acidification of oceans in the city of Cartagena. We are working on that already. And yeah, we have a very highlighted researchers in this site. So yeah, if you want some information, as Marco said, our emails are just right here. If you want to mail us, and we can make any agreement to work with, and yeah, we are open to collaborate.
Inclusive level, I would like to say we're working with a mining at the acidification of river and ocean from the problem from the mining, gold mining, old in different countries in the world. We have a lot of interesting to share experience and make projects in this line. We have our Ana Inclusive is one of the most students with best cited in geoscience journal, and we have the most cited research in the geoscience in the last 3 years, just in this case of from acidification of oceans and rivers because the minings. So this is a pleasure for us. Another one. Anna, you have one more. Thanks for your presentation. That's from Nigeria, the lady Musa. Thanks for your presentation, Dr. Duarte. I downloaded the case studies and the integrated coast zone management in Ibero-America. Do you have any English version? Could you indicate where you could get more information on these projects?
Okay, most of you guys are very interested on coastal zones and those investigations that our department have been working on, and it's really nice that it is good for you. And yeah, we have many information, and as I said before, we are open to collaborate. We can make any agreement, and you can meet our researchers that can give you detailed information about these researchers. So yeah, I think we have an English version. I'm going to ask to the principal research of our department, but yeah, it would be nice if you can email us just to know lost your contact, and we can just to keep talking about these coastal zones investigations. So yeah, we are open to that and to give you the information about our researchers.
Thanks. Inclusive, we have the guide to the coast management from the works. It's beautiful from the experience, the shared experience from France, Cuba, Amazon coast from Brazil, the University of Pará. That's one of the most recently works with us. And Ana, we have another one. That's the words from Antonio from Angola. Do you have any research work on coastal observation and assimilative models in your university oriented to mitigation and adaptation against coast erosion?
Okay, I know that some of our researchers have been working on erosion and the coastal zones. They were working on the dune system and all of that. And yeah, as I said before, maybe I don't have detailed information of every investigation. So in that case, it would be so nice if you can email me and I can give you the contact of the person that has detail of that. But yeah, we'll be working on all of these themes in the erosion of the coastal system, management, risk, resident cities of the coastal management. So yeah, we can give you more information about that, but we have we have researchers very specialized in this area.
Thanks, Ana. Alex, we
You're
have
welcome.
a couple of questions for you now. That's ones are from Brazil. Could you please elaborate a little bit more on your project related on energy efficient? Who were the stakeholders, which were the goals, and did you archive the goals? Any conclusions and recommendations?
Could you repeat the question?
Oh, of course, yes. Could you please elaborate a little bit more on your project relative to energy efficient? Who were the stakeholders, which were the goals, and did you archive the goals and on any conclusions and recommendations in this area, energy efficient?
Okay. Well, we have different projects on energy efficiency. We have energy efficiency in electric motors, in battery manufacturing, and on the building sector. The biggest we have developed is in battery manufacturing. This project, we identified the main areas, the main consuming areas in the process. Mostly, we have published the assessment of electricity consumption. The papers there are some papers in the slides. Otherwise, you can contact me and I can share all the publications we have on the topic. We identified and developed different systems to measure and monitoring and addressing this energy consumption for battery manufacturing, and we achieve some energy savings in different areas. We have published mostly paper addressing specific sections of the plant, and one or two papers focusing on the plant as a whole system.
Okay, thanks, Alex. We have another question here. Dear Dr. Alex, thanks for your presentation. Do you work with smart grids, artificial intelligence on the optimization of electric grids?
Optimization of?
Optimization of electric grids.
Electric grids. I have a colleague that works with these kinds of tools. He uses artificial intelligence and other tools, and he works on electric systems, but I can give you a contact. You send me a mail and I will send you a contact, but this is not my area of expertise.
Oh, thanks, Alex. And inclusive with the engineer department and civil engineer and energy department of University of Costa is one of the most biggest programs in Colombia. And we have whole interest to work with everyone here, inclusive in case from Caribbean, for Atlantic, inclusive in Pacific Ocean, we have good stakeholders over there to start a new project. I have a question here from Carlos. That is for me. Thanks for your reply. Could you name some of institutions you are collaborating in Brazil? Oh, of course, yes. We have a long date with Universidade Federal do Rio Grande do Sul, URGS, Universidade Federal de Santa Maria, Unicinos. It's a private university in south of Brazil to performance constructions, and another one, URGS and UFSM, to work at the chemical issues and the impact on environmentals in the world. We have a good relationship with Universidade Federal do Oeste do Pará, is another of Brazil in the heart of the Amazon zones. We have a good relationship with IFAM, the Instituto de Patrimônio de Brasil, for research about the buildings. Let me see, USP, Federal do Rio de Janeiro, La Public University in Santa Catarina, the island Florianopolis, and another one. If you would like to check our list, I can share with you by mail, Carlos. Another question for Ana, please. Do you have any word related to mangroves?
Sorry, can you repeat word related with what?
Oh, of course, yes. This question is from Antonio Angola. Do you have any word related to mangroves?
Okay, yeah. This is an important ecosystem in the Caribbean, Colombia, and we've been working on that in Barranquilla City, in Puerto Colombia as well, in the resilience of the ecosystem to the climate change and all the related to coastal zones. Yeah, of course, yes, we have work on that, mangroves.
Inclusive, we have a new project with Universidad de Quintana Roo in Mexico, in Tulum. We have the good relationship with the government and the researchers over there, and we will you have these issues in our event with in the first event from Air Center in Caribbean in October. We will discuss about this project inclusive.
Yeah, and we've been working also in the black carbon produced with the fire of mangroves near to Barranquilla that affect air quality of our city. So yeah, we have as well that methodology in black carbon and air quality and the study of mangroves as well as ecosystem in the Isla Salamanca.
Ana, we have another one for you. Ana, do you have any work on coastal protection in small islands?
Well, we have works, yeah, we do have, and because we have been working on islands as Archipelago de San Andres, we have the Santa Catalina, and we've been working very, very closer to Cuba. So yeah, our researchers has investigations and working on islands, management, risk, and resilient cities in the small islands, yes.
Inclusive, we have a good project with Rosario Islands and in Colombia, Caribbean, where our department, Civil Environmental, it's monitored the impact from the construction for the animals and the forest in the ocean. It's a new project for us, but we work from around 10 years in San Andres Island, inclusive after the disasters over there. We work a lot with the people. Alex, we have the last question from our accents to finish our networking. It's from Brazil. Thank you for your response, Dr. Alex. What about the energy efficient in building?
In buildings, well, I am not particularly working on that, but for what I know, the research focus on identifying, first measuring the energy consumption, and then related to the activities of the building. Depends if it's an educational building, a hospital building. It depends, and then relate these activities to the energy consumption and try to upgrade the efficiency. But if you want to learn more, I can give you the contacts of the people directly working on these projects. Okay.
Thanks, Alex. Let me check if you have another one. Maybe yes. I have three more. I just is change the picture here. Anna, could you share the slide from the first Caribbean regional meeting?
Yeah, sure.
Could you say make the invitation again for everyone?
Yeah, it's there. Oh, sorry.
No worry.
There you go.
So guys, we would like to invite everyone here. This event will be in online and personal the part. We have a goals for this day, the October 8th. We really would like to receive your suggestions to new projects and collaboration in Caribbean and the Amazon coast, because Colombia is between the Caribbean Ocean and the Amazon countries. And we really would like to improve the opportunities to help the SDG goals, from types from ocean, for new buildings, the management cost, all the problem from the mining explosion in the world. That is a good opportunity to share our experience again, and maybe start to get the normal life if everyone has the condition to travel. And Anna, Alex, Ray, I would like to say thanks again to accept our invitation.
Marcos, sorry to interrupt you, Marcos. We have three questions here, very interesting questions on the Q&A box from Ronaldo Gonzalez and Fausto Canales.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, we still have three questions open here. Can you see in the Q&A box? Sorry for interrupting you.
Okay. Ronaldo Gonzalez has a question for Alex. I'm Ronaldo Gonzalez from the World Maritime University. Do you know if there is a Untitled energy project in Colombia? Could it be a very good option in the north of Colombia?
Well, I know there is one study of the energy potential for tidal energy in Colombia, assessing the Atlantic and Pacific coast, and but that is the only thing I have read on the topic. For the potential, I think it might be a local solution in some places at the best.
Okay, thanks, Alex. We have another one from words from Ronaldo Gonzalez. Do you have any research in Amazon zone on hydropowers? It is a great research in the area that is not completely connected to nation energy systems.
No, we don't have research focusing on that, although it would be an interesting topic. I guess there are many issues to address before you can connect a system and hydroelectric plant, large scale plant to the national grid. But yeah, it's something interesting to investigate.
Thanks, Alex. We have another one from the words Fausto Canales. What do you think is required to improve the private sector academic nexus regarding scientific researches in Latin America?
Okay, that will require policy from the government to facilitate this collaboration. The private sector is always thinking on how to increase their profit, and research are not always directly, it's not always evident that the improvement from researching. So the private sector, mostly small and medium companies, are usually reluctant to collaborate with academia. So I think policy from the government can facilitate this collaboration.
So it's really true. Really need the policy to improve the quality health of the people and to get the priority areas to actors in the world and specifically in Latin America. So guys, if you didn't have another question, I would like to say thank you for this opportunity for in name of the University of Costa to have been here with everyone. An amazing experience for us. Ana, Alex, would you say something for everyone?
I would like to say thank you for the invitation, and for us it's such an honor to share our projects. And yeah, as I said before, we are open to collaborate, so feel free to email us. I put just right here our emails if you want more information about research of our researchers. So yeah, have a really good day. Thank you so much.
Well, I would also like to thank for the invitation to share the work of our department. And if there is any interest in collaboration, please just mail me and we can arrange something for researching activities or type of collaboration. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for this opportunity. Have a good one and amazing weekend, everybody.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.